Jacobc.ETH, lead of operation for MetaMask at ConsenSys, here to talk all about the MetaMask wallet. Jacob, welcome to Real Vision.
Thank you so much for having me, Ash.
So Jacob, we're going to geek out and go deep in the weeds in a few minutes, but just give us a sense for people who are relatively new to this space. What is a wallet? What's its significance? And why do individuals need one?
Yeah, so a way to think about a wallet and about Web3 generally is the web itself. In its early days, we imagined all of these wild use cases, and it was weird and it was fun, and it was a place of a lot of innovation that happened in the early days. And what we saw in the web, what people now call Web 2, the social web or the interactive web, is you could build a lot of use cases, but you couldn't really monetize those in the early days, at least not in an ethical way. And so what we saw at the end of the last decade was all of these huge tech platforms developing. They did not have sustainable business models. And so the users themselves became the product. They, the user's account was controlled by some third-party entity. Your data, your behavior, surveillance, that became the primary business model. And then we got a few monopolies, and they kind of run our lives in a way that people generally are really deeply uncomfortable with. A wallet and Web3 is a radically different way to structure how we use the web. Your wallet controls not only your funds, but your identity or many identities. And you can choose to share what you want with a specific site. You can say to a site, you can see this, you can't see that. You can interact with me in this way. I can send and receive funds, or join a community, or participate in decentralized finance, or play a video game, or dozens of other use cases in ways where I have a self-sovereign ownership over my identity. And MetaMask wants to make a more decentralized internet that's more empowering to everyone, and to enable ethical use cases and business models to be built on top of the web, and to build a web that's closer to what I imagined when I was younger.
Yeah, very well said. Jacob, give us a sense for people who may not already be familiar with what ConsenSys is, what you do there, and the role that you play in the Ethereum space.
Yeah, so ConsenSys is an early Ethereum company. It started as a venture production studio. So during the early days after the launch of Ethereum, ConsenSys was this studio where hundreds of products were created, a lot of them way before their time, and built a lot of crazy, weird things. And we ultimately in 2020, we separated into two different entities. One's called ConsenSys Mesh, and one is called ConsenSys Software. MetaMask is a part of ConsenSys Software, which is a full stack blockchain company, or a blockchain software company. So we have a protocol team that works on things like the Ethereum 2 client. We have an Ethereum 1 client. We build core infrastructure, optimistic rollups. On top of that protocol team, there's a managed infrastructure team, which is called Infura, that allows developers to retrieve data from the blockchain. MetaMask itself uses Infura to retrieve data. We're the way that end users interface with blockchains. We're how you interact with a site. We're how you hold your funds. We're a key manager, a permission system, a wallet, many of those things. And we're a gateway to the decentralized web for most people. And then we also provide highly extensible APIs that third parties can build on. So there's a team also at ConsenSys called Codify. They build DeFi and fintech products on top of MetaMask. And we have a few other products like Truffle, which is a developer tool, and we have an NFT studio. But we're a much more focused business unit. And the ConsenSys Mesh business is that old venture production studio that continues doing a lot of experiments and venture venture production work.
Jacob, tell us a little bit about the journey in MetaMask. I know there are a lot of people out there who probably own Ethereum, who are excited about it from the things that they've read. They've heard about the use cases, some of the potential things that may be to come with Ethereum, but they still hold their wallet on an exchange, for example, like Coinbase or Kraken. They don't yet control their own keys. Tell us a little bit about the use case. MetaMask has been around since, I believe, 2016. Tell us a little bit about the journey to getting to where we are right now and what goals you're trying to fulfill with this software package.
So MetaMask was created originally, its founders, Aaron Davis and Dan Finlay, were trying to build an early Web3 site or a DApp, decentralized application. And they needed a way to hold keys. And through a turn of events, found that, abstracting them away, and in particular, holding them in a browser extension, which at the time was our only product. We now have a mobile app and a browser extension. But abstracting those keys away and allowing client-side interactions to be sent and received from a site became a really radically different way to structure the web itself.
Right.
And MetaMask sort of naturally through people building what they wanted to use themselves became this really powerful product for building decentralized applications and for end users to access those applications. MetaMask has always prided itself in being the most extensible wallet solution. So we provide the most APIs for doing things that a developer can build on top of. And we're a relatively unopinionated wallet. We're not a feature wallet that's like built around gaming or that's built around DeFi or something. We access all of those things, and developers can build those use cases with MetaMask better because we're not trying to force our particular vision of those use cases onto the users. We're instead allowing the third-party developers to develop that.
So I know you touched on this in your answer, but I want to underline this for people who are relatively new to the space. For someone who may be watching this video saying, well, look, I bought Ethereum. The price has gone up dramatically. What else do I need to do with it? Why do I need a wallet? What is the answer to that question in layman's terms?
So when people are new to this space, I personally encourage people to enter this space by using things and trying them and finding products that they love to use, whether that be a DeFi protocol and lending some of their savings and earning interest, or whether that be someone. I recently have become a huge fan of a product called Skiff. It's kind of a decentralized Google Docs, and the user can hold the keys to decrypting their documents inside of their wallet. They sign using their wallet. And you don't need any funds to do that. You can just start interacting with Web3 without paying any money. It's just a great way to collaborate on documents and productivity. I'd say that it's really important for people to enter by using things rather than just holding like speculative value. MetaMask also will allow you to hold your funds using the key management solution that works best for you. So for many people, you can use it as a software wallet where you're holding the keys directly inside of the app. And in that use case, the keys are encrypted in a secure vault on your device. We also allow the user to connect to a third-party hardware wallet for users who have more stronger security needs, who are holding a lot of funds inside of their wallet. And we also have an institutional product that can connect to custodians like Cactus or BitGo and things of that type. That allows the user to hold their funds in a compliant way based on their regulatory needs.
Yeah. So you mentioned Skiff. Give us a sense of some of the other applications that you use that you're excited about, that you interface with using MetaMask.
Yeah. So personally, I'm a big fan of DeFi. I'm a big fan of gaming, using blockchains. I like productivity apps with blockchains. some of the most exciting stuff in the gaming space has been what I'd call not just maybe people have heard of play to earn, which is this innovation that the player who participates in the game, those items and assets that they develop through the course of their gameplay should be owned by the player, and the player can resell those should they want to. But I'm also especially excited about free to earn games. So games that they don't require you to have a wallet. You can later install a wallet through a progressive onboarding journey where after you play the game for a certain period of time, you've accumulated these items. And then when you want to move those to your wallet, you can do so. And it's really exciting to me to see the free to earn model because it helps so many people onboard into the space. And many of those people are in countries like Nigeria or the Philippines, where historically people have been locked out of the financial system and they don't have bank accounts. They don't have many of these things, but they can play a game and they can earn these things. And upon earning them, they then discover decentralized finance. They suddenly have access to lending and to finance. And I think it really changes the economy in really, really powerful and transformative ways for people's lives.
Hey, if you like this clip, be sure to check out the full interview and more only on realvision.com/crypto. It's 100% free. Sign up now.